You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit. It's true.
Everyone is a cannibal.
¡Manos! ¡Asquerosidad! ¡Comieron humanos! Yo no estaba enterada de nada. Que había, o sea, de los asesinatos sí, pero que habían comido humanos.
For years, rumors have circulated about elite circles in Hollywood, with stories ranging from secret gatherings to hidden power networks. But most people dismiss these claims as speculation or internet folklore until names like Jeffrey Epstein began appearing in real investigative reports, shifting public attention toward how influence and access operate behind closed doors. However, while these developments raised legitimate questions about powerful social networks, there is no verified evidence supporting the more extreme claims often attached to figures like Ellen DeGeneres, and many of those narratives remain unproven despite their popularity online.
When I bring this up to people, I'm not for trafficking of children. I want to stop it. It's just what they do to children. Children are nothing more than like a cow. It's already past the drug trade, okay? We're at that point right now. And if we let our little ones continue to be slaughtered, boy, there's going to be a judgment on this world, and especially our country. Because they're pulling kids out of the darkest recesses of hell right now, in dumbs and all kinds of places. The adrenochroming of children, look, where we're at right now, hopefully we need your prayers. Essentially, you have adrenaline in your body. I'll just simplify it. And when you are scared, you produce adrenaline. If you're an athlete, you get in the fourth quarter, you have adrenaline that comes out of you. If a child knows he's going to die, his body will secrete this adrenaline, and they have a lot of terms that they use. It's the worst horror I've ever seen. The screaming alone, even if I never, ever saw it. It's beyond, and these people that do it, there'll be no mercy for them. A lot of people that are involved in it all over the world that are in this, and many of these people are very famous. Set yourselves apart from this corrupt generation. Be saints. You were not made to fit in. You were born to stand out.
Portia de Rossi and Ellen DeGeneres have long been seen as a stable and high-profile Hollywood couple, and while some reports and commentary have speculated about tensions or private challenges within their relationship, there is no credible evidence supporting claims of dramatic discoveries or involvement in hidden systems, and many of these stories appear to be exaggerated interpretations rather than confirmed facts about their personal lives.
Ellen DeGeneres is named in the Epstein documents, and that part is real. Her name appears in the broader index of over 300 high-profile individuals that show up across the investigative materials. Flight logs, communications, third-party interviews, peripheral records.
She believed consumption was transformation, that youth could be taken in, that vitality could be absorbed. She talked about ancient rites, about elites throughout history who understood what the masses didn't. There was a separate kitchen on her property. Stainless steel, private entrance, no security cameras inside.
In recent years, there has been real scientific interest in longevity research, particularly in places like Silicon Valley, where companies have explored ideas such as blood plasma studies and anti-aging treatments. But these are conducted under strict regulation and remain highly experimental. And while terms like young blood have been sensationalized online, there is no credible evidence supporting claims of illegal harvesting or extreme practices tied to celebrities or figures connected to Epstein, as such narratives are largely speculative and not backed by scientific or legal findings.
Okay, let's talk about this facial that you're obsessed with. How many, did you get the whole cast of Ocean's 8 to do
Not
this?
everybody.
Okay, good, smart ones.
Just those that I thought would appreciate it.
Okay, explain what it is.
Well, it's this way in which one forces through microneedling. It's like a little roller with these. I think many of you know it. And it pushes through the skin and ruptures the collagen, and then boosts it. You look like a burn victim for a day, but then it pushes. The
What are you pushing into the skin, Sandra? Carrie? What are you pushing into the skin?
Well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores.
But what is it?
It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person far, far away, and they somehow figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby.
The broader conversation about youth and image in Hollywood is often linked to industry pressures around appearance and longevity. but claims suggesting hidden systems or supply chains behind these ideas are not supported by verified evidence. And while whistleblower discussions and online theories continue to surface, it is important to separate documented facts from speculation, especially when narratives begin to mix real-world issues with unproven and highly exaggerated claims about individuals like Ellen DeGeneres.
There was a separate kitchen on her property, stainless steel, private entrance, no security cameras inside.
Alongside the growing online buzz, content around celebrity lifestyles and elite routines also began trending, with curated products and branding often marketed as insider access to Hollywood habits. But as public interest shifted toward real-world investigations connected to figures like Jeffrey Epstein, attention moved away from lifestyle curiosity and toward serious discussions about influence, accountability, and the networks that powerful individuals operate within. Although it is important to note that claims involving mainstream celebrities supporting criminal activity remain largely unproven and often rely on speculation rather than verified evidence.
There was also a lot of language that appears to be coded regarding food. I wanted to let you know the crew really appreciated the pizza. Another email read, "This is better than a Chinese cookie, see attached. Let's go for pizza and grape soda again." This one talks about, yeah, that's the pizza. You mean radiating a soft glow with a look of bliss and excitement. There's one more, I think, in this list as well. "Sorry, I have no stomach for even the slightest aggro. I don't have the stomach for it for any drama. Imaginary or real. I'm still fragile off the last one and scared of shadows." This is in response to some videos that were shared where Jeffrey Epstein himself says, "I watched all of these videos, don't send any more." And then Ghislaine is like, "I can't stomach any of this." What the fuck did you send that Jeffrey Epstein was like, "No more"?
While some online narratives suggested that figures such as Ellen DeGeneres played a role in connecting influential individuals or maintaining silence around controversial figures, none of these allegations have been confirmed in a court of law. And much of the discussion exists in the space between public curiosity and unverified claims, even though the association of well-known personalities with figures like Epstein created a strong contrast that fueled online debate and made audiences question how closely entertainment and elite social circles may overlap.
I'll give you another example here. Epstein sends a message to someone. She looks pregnant, reacting to a photo. And the client replies back to Epstein, "You mean radiating a soft glow with the look of bliss and excitement? Yeah, that's the pizza." I cannot be clearer than this, that this is a code word. It makes no sense in that context whatsoever. And this on top of the example I gave you earlier, when his neurologist gave him the medicine for having an erectile dysfunction, I assume, or it could be even Viagra, and then told him to wash his hands, go have pizza and grape soda. Has been mentioned time and time again. Having adult men, successful men that are very health oriented, constantly talk about pizza with grape soda, which I've never heard before.
Yeah, I've never heard of pizza and grape soda before this. I don't know if that specific combination was part of the whole Pizzagate thing, but it's definitely mentioned a lot because I saw that phrase, so I looked it up and was like, is this actually like in there multiple times? And it most definitely is.
There's another one here. Have you seen the beef jerky mentioned as well? There's an email here from Jeffrey Epstein. Someone else says, Francis has time to come tomorrow to show me how to make it. Jerky, anyone? He will also bring you a taste of his jerky recipe from the restaurant and sends a warm hello. He's working at a restaurant called Cook's. Wait for it, beef jerky and steak. Yes, down at 3 p.m. There's other emails of him talking about beef jerky. Another one here Jeffrey Epstein sending it to Steve Hansen saying, hope you're feeling better. Did we analyze the beef? Did you analyze the jerky? Now there's talks about jerky, referencing human meat. It could be for scientific research, could be something else that's even sicker. But there's more emails here talking about beef jerky. Have you had time to go through those? There's one here. Thank you so much. Super cool. IT guy setting up Surface right now. We are ridiculously excited, and beef jerky delicious. Thank you. Thanksgiving. So yeah.
It is very. Now I've got all those emails saved. I'd actually had somebody send to me all of those to say, hey, would you check this out? So I have them. I have not read through all of them, but there's no shortage of terms that are phrased in a peculiar way. Muffin is another one. I've seen that a couple of times. I talked about when he says whoops. That seems to be in very. Sometimes he says that in very odd terms that seem like they're referring to somebody dying or getting. So there definitely seem to be code words.
By 2020, however, Ellen DeGeneres faced a very different kind of controversy, one grounded in documented reporting rather than speculation, as multiple former employees described concerns about the workplace culture on her show, including allegations of favoritism, tension, and poor management practices, which led to internal investigations and significant media coverage. While some public figures such as Margaret Cho also shared personal experiences that added to the conversation, the situation resulted in executive changes and public apologies, ultimately reshaping how audiences viewed the show and highlighting broader industry conversations about workplace standards.
Hedda Muscat worked on The Ellen Show back in 2003.
Phony, liar, hypocrite. That's my reaction. She's known about this for 17 years. She's created this culture. I was there from day one. We were all petrified of her. She was not nice.
Separate from these verified workplace concerns, various online discussions have also revisited interviews and celebrity moments involving figures like Chrissy Teigen, sometimes taking casual or unusual comments out of context and presenting them as something more serious, even though such interpretations are often speculative and not supported by evidence, reflecting how easily internet narratives can expand when isolated clips are removed from their original tone and setting.
Actually, nothing I wouldn't eat or wouldn't drink or wouldn't try. If the person okayed it, I would eat a human. If you were at a very fancy restaurant and they were like a tiny piece of human meat.
No. I think the only way
you wouldn't try a tiny bite?
No.
Really?
Absolutely not.
Is that terrible?
Some online discussions have attempted to link unrelated clips and past incidents, including an old video involving a model named Gabriela Jimenez, but these claims remain unverified and are often based on speculation rather than confirmed evidence, showing how internet narratives can connect separate events into a single storyline without reliable proof. At the same time, conversations about how young celebrities are treated in the industry have been more grounded in real examples, such as appearances by Justin Bieber on shows hosted by Ellen DeGeneres, where some interviews were later viewed as uncomfortable or overly invasive, especially when discussing private moments that made him visibly uneasy. These situations, combined with broader workplace criticism surrounding Ellen's show, contributed to a shift in public perception, though claims involving hidden networks, coded language, or criminal behavior remain unproven and largely driven by online speculation rather than verified facts.
I'm about to sound completely insane, but just hear me out. This pertains to the Epstein files, the Clintons, and cannibalism, and I feel completely fine and I'm totally okay. Alright, let's do this. How do we know if someone is a cannibal? Well, they could have the Kuru disease, which is a fatal neurodegenerative disease that spreads through eating brain tissue. It has a long incubation period, 10 to 30 years. Early symptoms are headaches, coordination issues, anxiety, and inappropriate laughter. Middle stage, severe tremors and shaking, loss of balance and slurred speech. Late stage, inability to walk, dementia, and the forever sleep. Do you know of any elites rumored to have consumed human flesh? But I'm not accusing anyone of anything, this is just a fun little joke video. With truth in the mix, in Papua New Guinea they call human long pig. We just love to have fun here. No, the Kuru disease has nothing to do with the Epstein files or anyone in them. Definitely not the Clintons. And I feel fantastic. So yeah, have a good day. Okay, thank you.
What, Ellen?
Ellen was like really
weird and not nice to me for most of my career. And like, because I opened for her in the 1980s.
Oh, you did?
When she was a headliner in comedy clubs and not way before her big fame. And so then when I would do her talk show in the 2000s, she acted like we just met. And I'm like, what?
One of those times.
I'm like, what? Like, that's weird. Like,
Right.
it's like, we go way back. What? Like, it's so creepy and weird. But, also, the other thing was David Bowie had been on the show, and he was so excited that the night before that I had come to his show wearing this giant Chinese emperor outfit. He was really thrilled about it, and he talked at length about it. And she cut it out of the show, which made me so mad. And the producer, who was a really good friend of mine, had to call me and tell me, I can't believe she did this, but she cut it out of the show. But you need to know that he was going on and on about your outfit. He loves you. God said your name.
That is so petty.
Which is so rude.
That is so gross.
I don't know if it was personal. Maybe it was for time.
Right.
But still, I'm going to take it personally just because I decided to.
You should have sent her a note and said, send me the footage. I'll post it to my YouTube.
I know it exists somewhere.
In May 2002, the Ellen DeGeneres show was canceled, and then 2 months later, Anne Hesh, Ellen's ex-girlfriend, was in a really bad car accident where she flew her Mini Cooper into someone's house and it caught fire. And what has never sat right with me is the cross comparison between the coroner's report and the actual aerial footage. The coroner's report says that she was unconscious until her death, just from smoke inhalation and from being brain dead from the fumes in her brain. But if you look at the footage, she sits straight up, and that takes a conscious effort, I feel, but I'm not a scientist. I mean, I'm not a doctor. But the other thing is her co-host Twitch died 4 months after that. And I just think that that's a suspicious amount of like close people around you dying in weird ways.
Ultimately, many of the more extreme narratives circulating online mix real issues like industry pressure and workplace concerns, with highly speculative claims that are not supported by credible evidence. And while public interest in accountability within entertainment continues to grow, it is important to separate confirmed reporting from rumor, especially when discussions involve serious allegations about individuals such as Ellen DeGeneres and others, as the truth relies on verifiable facts rather than viral interpretation.